Okay, this is a tutorial. I'm calling it How to Get a World-Class Art Education for Free. And this is serious, okay? This is not a joke. This is not a comedy video. And this is any medium, okay? This is not just drawing. I'm going to do a drawing demonstration, but this is just a practice that you can apply to literally any kind of artistic output, I would say. And here we go. This is what you do. Okay, this is how you get your free art education. This is how you get a style. By the way, a lot of people obsess about style. I'm going to show you how to get your own style too in the same tutorial. Okay, so I assume if you're watching this that you do some kind of artistic practice already. That maybe you draw or you paint or you make music or sculptures or whatever. And there's kind of an iterative process that goes from like the idea in your head to like a rough sketch to a more polished finished thing, and maybe there's like more stages in between those. But assuming that there's at least one step from like idea to finished thing, well, you can do this thing that I'm going to show you right now. So let's imagine that I'm an artist, I'm a drawer, and I want to make like a really scary face. I want to scare some people, so I'll do like some angry eyes to start, and this is just me doing like a rough sketch. Okay, so he's got like a big pointy mouth and all these teeth. I'm going to change that a little. And lines. Okay, I think that looks fine. So there's my scary guy, and now that's my sketch, and now I'm gonna do a more polished version, right? So I'm gonna take my time and do cleaner outlines, and then it'll be like more like a finished product that I can put out into the world. So just go over the eyes. Those lines, kind of going fast, but you get the point. Okay, so let's say that's my new version. I don't like this right here. I want to fix this. Forgive me, I just want to fix this real quick. Right there. Perfect. Okay, so this is my new guy. This is my refined guy. Okay, and if I were stupid, what I would do is say, okay, he's done, move on to the next thing. But if I want my free art education, okay, this is the magic step. This is what you got to do next, okay? Is you go back to the old drawing, you look at the sketch, and then you compare that to the new one, and then you say, hey, this old one has something, this has like, it's like scarier, and like there's like kind of more life to it. Like this one's kind of dead compared to this one. And like, why is that? And I can just kind of keep going back and forth between the drawings, and I can make some observations, okay? So, okay, look, this pupil right here, it's like empty, and that was just like a product of it being like a sketch. And these ones are like filled in because I thought that would, make it more professional, but, it kind of looks better with a little bit empty. And there's also like a change in size between the pupils, and there's more lines right here. Uh, wouldn't it be better if like we kept some of the lines there, and like you just look at all these things, okay? Look at how there's like more space here between the bags of the eye and the actual eye. Doesn't that kind of do something? And look at how like the shape of the bag is sometimes a little bit different, and like it tapers a weird way. I'm sorry I keep going back to this. It's because let me just delete that frame. um, and there's stuff about this that is not as good as the second one, but you can find all these little things, right? It's like the teeth are pointier and there's more variation in the teeth, and there's like different like groups of teeth, as opposed to these, which are all kind of in a row and very uniform, and like these angles down here are like pointier, and there's just like more variation in the lines. And not all of these are actually going to be the thing that makes the original drawing better, but a lot of them will be. Uh, so now what you do is you can try and fix this, but I think it's better to just do it again. And you would probably think that now I'm going to say, okay, do it again, but like fix all this stuff so that it matches the original more closely. And that is not true. That is not what I'm going to say. No, no, no. This is where you get the free art education, okay? This is where you learn everything, is you take it even further than what was in the original sketch. You see, the the stepping backward that happens from one stage to the next, and you extrapolate that. You try and go even further than whatever the difference between this is and this is. You try and exaggerate even more. So let's do that. Because I'm using Flash, I can see both drawings at the same time, which is nice. But I'm gonna just try and like remember all the stuff I pointed out, and then I'm gonna draw it again. Okay. So pointier fucking eyebrow stuff, and I don't like, look at how like this shape is like a weird like sausage shape on the eye, whereas in the original it's like more like egg shaped. So let's do something a little more egg shaped, some tapering on it, and then bigger eye with the sketchy gap in the middle, and then this one, remember to add lots of lines here. Have some variation in the shape of the eyes, and then this pupil is really small compared to this one, right? More space right here, I said, was a thing. I think this whole shape of the mouth is like pointier in the original, and then that gets like smoothed out slightly. So let's try and maintain some of that pointiness and exaggerate it. And the teeth, I said, were pointier. The teeth, there was a lot going on. There's like some variation and like groupings of teeth. I mean, this is, you kind of need a lot of focus to be able to observe these things in the first place. Like it's kind of like a mindfulness exercise or something. There's that advice about like, if you read the Richard Williams Animator Survival Kit, lesson 1 is don't listen to music. And, I think I have mixed feelings about that as advice, but what I will say about not having your attention divided between multiple things, as mine is right now, trying to draw and do this speaking, is that you can multitask, like your brain can do two things at the same time. But if you're only doing one thing at a time, then like the multitasking actually gets applied to the thing that you're doing right there. So like you'll be like drawing a line while thinking about like some other line or something, and then that just like makes the work better, right? Because you're fully in it. that's just a little extra bit of wisdom for you. Let's make these lines. So this line here was like kind of like not uniform with the other ones. Like these all kind of do this, and then this one back here, there's like they're like more variations. So let's try and introduce some variations. Things going different ways, and maybe things being closer or farther from each other. And do the other eye bag around here. All right, and that's the new face. All right, and then you know, don't stop there, right? Do this step again where you compare, and like, first of all, I mean, how much better is this one than this one? I don't know. There's stuff that I don't like about this one still, but you know, it's an iterative process. Honestly, so before I did this, I kind of just like imagined doing this tutorial in my head, and you know, I did this like practice one where it's like, here's the sketch, and then here's the next version, and then here's, you know, the one that came after. And honestly, this like original version of this tutorial that I just did as practice, uh, I I think that came out better than this one that I'm doing now. So now, to show you that this applies to everything, I just came up with this. This is going to get real meta here. Uh, to show you that this is a thing that you can apply outside of drawing, but just to any kind of like art practice generally, I'm going to compare the last tutorial, the one that I just did in my head, uh, to this one that I did just now. This might be really stupid. Let's see what happens. So I guess so first of all, okay, so when I was doing this one, when I did the original version, I was coming up with all these details on the fly, right? Like I was actually making observations for real, and then comparing and then doing the exaggeration thing. And I think when I was doing this, I was kind of trying to remember what those uh, mistakes. I was trying to remember like what was different between, you know, the sketch and the first cleanup drawing, and I was like trying to like recreate those and like force those into the thing, when really what I should have been doing was just maybe I should have done something different, like not the scary face guy again, but I should have came up with a different example, and I should have well I sh- sorry, verbalizing this while I'm trying to think about it is hard because this is like a deep thinking kind of thing. Um, but yeah, I should have been doing the mindful part more and not just like recreating, uh, you know, this process, or like I shouldn't have been just remembering everything that said in my head the first time, right? Uh, so now let's do the tutorial again and exaggerate what I learned or whatever, and let's just see if that works. Okay, so instead of doing the scary face, I should do something different, because then that will force me uh, to do the fucking thing again. So what's a different example? Well, let's try and draw something really cute. That looks more creepy than cute. Maybe I don't know how to draw cute anymore. Alright, and then let's do the refined version. But it already doesn't look good, so What's gonna happen here? I don't know. Where is this tutorial headed? And like this more, see, the refined one is not even much more refined. I'm gonna take out the eye bag. Oh, but I'm supposed to be giving a lecture. I forgot. Instead of just doing the fucking thing again. So maybe the moral of the story is that things will be good the first time, and then you have to work really hard to maintain the goodness and the purity of that original thing. Because it's really hard to manufacture, you know, once you kind of like get it right the first time. And well, I mean, this drawing does look worse than this one, so okay, let's just keep going with it. So there's variation in the eyes. No, this is the same tutorial. Ugh, I gotta open Ableton. I hope there's no. Oh, I don't have Ableton in this. I gotta open Audacity and make a song, and then oh no, this is gonna take way too long. This is so stupid. This tutorial is getting derailed pretty quickly. But I kind of like that aesthetically, so let's just keep letting that happen. And I'm gonna make a song for you. I just gotta get out a guitar and. Okay, and then the way you write a song is you just start fooling around, right? Okay, that's my song. It's gonna go like this. And now I'm gonna record my good version that is not just me. Where's my... Gotta set this to the right thing. Okay, let's listen back to how that sounds. Okay, so something that was different between when I was just fucking around and finding the thing and when I went to play it, you know, for the microphone is that I like used my nail instead of my thumb because I thought that would come out cleaner and make it sound better. But I don't actually think it sounds better. In fact, it sounds kind of trebly. Whereas when I'm just playing for myself and I'm using my thumb, it sounds a little more rich and full. So I'm going to do this again using what I learned just now. I fucked up. Okay, and listen to that. compare it to this. I wonder what both of these sound like together. I don't know. I mean, it's all subjective, right? But this, okay, hey, I said you're gonna find your own style, right? This is how you find your own style. And, you know, this is the exaggeration part. I'm sort of randomly deleting notes from this thing, and we're gonna see how it sounds. Yeah, I don't know, it's kind of cool. You can put one in one ear and one in the other. Oh God, this is not coming through on the audio. Oh man, that sucks. That could have been cool if you could hear what I'm hearing this whole time. That like makes me sad that, oh God, I gotta like delete this and start over now, right? Fuck. Maybe I'll just put it out like this. Is there any way to set this up so you can hear the song I just made? I'm like wondering if I should just start this over or not. Is it because if I play it out of something else, then it'll come up on the recording? Oh, now you can hear it, but I can't. Oh, man. That's a real bummer. Well, I might just put this out just like this. Or I won't. I don't know yet. Okay, so I'm going to do the tutorial again, and this time, learning from my mistakes. The audio is extra on, and you know, this is overcorrecting, right? This is how you learn, and this is how you get the free art education, okay? Is you have to over-exaggerate everything that you get wrong.